No matter. Our Brian Entin has been all over this case, even uncovering facts that call into question Sam Goldberg's story. That's Ellen Greenberg's fiance at the time that she died. And Brian joins me now live. Wow. Wow. So this is a big, big change from everything that we've been covering up to now, Brian. So Dr. Marlon Osborne, the medical examiner at the time, was supposed to face this lawsuit today and changed his story yet again back to, well, I guess not back to anything. It was homicide, then it was suicide. Now it's something other than suicide. Where are we at with this?
Ashleigh, this is such a big deal for this case. This is the beginning of something big. This is hopefully the beginning of justice. This is hopefully the beginning of a new investigation to figure out who killed Ellen Greenberg. For the first time in 14 years, like you said, the medical examiner, Dr. Osborne, is admitting that this was not a suicide. And when he did that, it then forced the city of Philadelphia today to settle with the Greenberg family. They got money. It's confidential right now, but even bigger than the money, they now have the city of Philadelphia saying, we are going to reopen the investigation within our medical examiner's office to take another look at what actually caused Ellen's death. If they come back and say it's homicide, here we go. Buckle up. The investigation begins. There could be another criminal investigation. I just spoke with Ellen's mom, Sandy. Listen to what she just told me.
I think the city didn't expect to be dealing with Ellen's parents. They didn't expect us to persevere and not give up. And we didn't put up with their stalling tactics, their withholding information, and their untruths. So now people are watching, people are interested, because this is the case of our daughter, Ellen Ray Greenberg, but it could be your daughter or your sister.
Is this the closest you've ever felt to justice?
Yeah, but it's not finished.
They're getting close to justice now, Ashleigh. The fact that the city of Philadelphia that has fought and fought and fought for years, I've been in the courtroom, what this family has been through, what they've been put through by the city, the fact that because Dr. Osborne came out and issued that statement, they now had to settle and they had to agree to reopen the medical examiner investigation. This is really the beginning of something big, Ashleigh.
So talk to me a little bit about what Dr. Marlon Osborne used as some of the reasons, saying, oh, I learned new information, AKA what? We've known this information. This information has been available since 14 years ago. But what did the good doctor suggest were the reasons to alter his manner of death?
Yeah, these are things that we have been reporting on your show for the last year, but he included this in his report. He said that there were no witnesses that saw the fiancé breaking in. He was alone. Remember, initially, the police thought that the security guard went up with the fiancé, Sam, and then we interviewed the security guard, and the security guard had come forward in the past and said, no, I wasn't there with the fiancé. Now you've got the medical examiner acknowledging that. The dispute over whether Sam Goldberg forced the door open. There were reports he forced the door open. The lock on the door was never broken. That never made any sense. Medical examiner now acknowledging that. Evidence the body was moved. Remember, I saw the autopsy photos. She was propped up against the cabinets, 20 stab wounds, and a drip of blood running down the side of her face. Made no sense the blood would go down the side of the face if she was propped up against the cabinet. Medical examiner Osborne now admitting that too. And the stab wound to the back of the neck would have made it so she couldn't keep stabbing herself. Yes, there have been experts who examined the spinal cord and determined there is no way, Ashleigh, she could stab herself in the vertebrae and then keep stabbing herself after that. It would have made her immobile. It was impossible, and now Dr. Osborne is admitting that too.
And there's word, I'm not sure if it's the same thing as sort of the impossibility of being able to stab yourself after the stab to the vertebrae, but there's this notion that one of the stab wounds, at least, happened after she was dead.
Yes, that's right. And they actually saved part of the vertebrae. That's the crazy part of this whole thing. Despite this whole alleged cover-up, for whatever reason, the medical examiner saved a part of her vertebrae. The family, in this constant fight where they've spent almost $1 million of their own money fighting this, sent that vertebrae to another world-renowned expert who made it very clear that it was pierced and there was no way that Ellen could keep stabbing herself.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.